ladies and gentlemen, tonight we'll be talking about the movie Heat and why it's the most realistic shootout scene of all time.
Heat, a movie famous for its realism. Michael Mann's opus, which was filmed in 65 different locations without a single sound stage, set a new paradigm in shootouts. Not only acting as a bellwether for proving that viewers can enjoy a realistic shootout, but also dismissed away with the notion that a gunfight had to be flashy to captivate audience attention. One thing you may not know is, according to mentalfloss.com, the shootout in the movie itself is inspired by the true event of the Chicago detective Chuck Adamson talking over coffee with the career bank robber Neil McCauley, fresh out of Alcatraz, which you may have noticed is also the name of De Niro's character. What ensued was Adamson engaged McCauley amidst a supermarket heist, thus the catalyst for an epic shootout and chase with the police, except McCauley was shot on the front lawn, and the story. Except this time, McCauley wasn't shot in front of a lawn. He gets away with the score. The key elements that make the robbery and escape sequence the masterpiece it is would be the sound, the visual effects, and copious preparation.
On the ranges in Orange County, on the police ranges, it was basically 3 months of training, slowly building up, so there would be 3 or 4 of them on the range, actually firing really close up, moving around.
Let's start with the sound. If you listen to the gunshots and how horrifying they sound, ricocheting off the cars, walls, and the entirety of the LA landscape, you can tell that Heat sounds superb. According to Chris Jenkins, sound mixer for Heat, the skyscrapers and natural acoustics made the gunshots echo and sound horrifying, and Mann loved it so much he only used production sound and no post-production.
Gunfire downtown was truly horrifying sounding, and because of the skyscrapers everywhere, it was just deafening, and it would hang in the sky for maybe like 8 or 10 seconds.
We used 800 to 1,000 rounds per take when we had the cops and our criminals going at each other. I mean, it was quite an amazing sound.
The rapid, endless repetition of gunshots draws the audience right into the shootout, making it feel real. Each shot makes the viewer's heart rate speed up, almost syncing with the fast-paced automatic fire, as the heist crew moves block to block, laying down suppressive fire, hoping to escape with the score. The next factor that really brings you, the viewer, into the action would be the cinematography. The camera angles in this film are just as intense as the sound. They follow each side of the shootout with handheld over-the-shoulder shots and tracking shots. These in particular really make the audience members feel like they're part of the action, as if they're looking right over our main character's shoulders. Although the occasional pan shot is included to give viewers' senses a break from the action, this is only brief.
Actually, I heard something was very flattering, that there's a shot where I run out of bullets and I change the mag and I go back to firing. I think it's the Marines. They show the clip, telling those maggots, if you can't change your clip as fast as this actor, then get out of my army.
The final factor I'd like to talk about that makes the shootout as extraordinarily realistic as it is would be how much preparation went into filming it. Man made all the main actors involved receive weapons and tactics training for 3 months by former SAS members Mick Gould and Andy McNabb.
Individual actor and trained him how to use the weapons. When we were on the ranges, we had actually cops teaching cops, so it kind of divorced everybody. So the bad guys were bad and the good guys were good, you know, and they had the correct training.
Gould and McNabb were the technical advisors on set and even had the actors case a real bank without anybody noticing in preparation for the robbery scene. The crew performs a fire team rush, which is what the Marines and the Army, or any militarized group for that matter, uses. The strategy entails the closing of distance and directing fire towards the opposition. One man moves with cover fire being laid down from the rest of the team until a team reaches a rendezvous point. According to IMDb, and I quote, "In 2007, the scene involving the shootout after the bank robbery was shown to British Army officer cadets at RMA Sandhurst as an example of effective fire and maneuver, and the proper way to retreat while under fire," end quote. Again, showing the realistic preparation underwent for the shootout. In conclusion, Heat as a whole was not only one of the best movies of all time, although not even earning a single Oscar nod, most likely due to the stiff competition that year. Regardless, not only does the movie's robbery sequence stand as one of the most influential scenes of all time for even films such as The Dark Knight and video games like Payday the Heist, its shootout was the most realistic in cinema history, and as stated prior, set a new paradigm for future movies to come. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and as always, subscribe for more film analysis. This is Sid, signing off.